Dissolution of partnership continue from second video. If current account show debit balance, partners capital account debit to partners current account, transfer of debit balance to partners capital account. Next, third, for closing capital account, if the capital account of the partner show debit balance, otherwise for receiving the cash from partners to meet the capital deficiency, cash or bank account debit to partners capital account, being cash received from partners for final settlement of account. And second means B, if cash paid to partner to settle the capital account, partner's capital account debit to cash or bank account, being amount due to partners paid as final settlement. ज्या वेळेला आपण फायनल सेटल करतोय म्हणजेच अकाउंट क्लोज करायला जातोय त्यावेळेला पार्टनर्स कॅपिटलचा जो काही बॅलन्स असेल हा कॅश और बँक अकाउंटला ट्रान्सफर करतोय म्हणजेच त्या ठिकाणी ते आपण फायनल सेटल करतोय आणि त्यानंतर बँक अकाउंट ऑटोमॅटिक क्लोज होतं. Treatment of unrecorded assets and liabilities. It is quite often that some assets which are not recorded in the books of account may be found during the course of realization. Such assets may be written off completely by physically they are still present in business. Such assets are recorded as debt. First, for any unrecorded assets, realize means sold out. Assets sold means cash comes in, cash or bank account debit to realization account. Being unrecorded assets realized. Second, if unrecorded assets are taken over by any partner. Asset taken over by any partners mean partners is a receiver. Partners capital account debit to realization account. Narration, being unrecorded asset taken over by partner. Next, if unrecorded liability are paid off by any partner. Unrecorded liability paid off by any partners mean partner is a giver. Realization account debit to partners capital or current account, being unrecorded liability paid off by partner. And next, 4, if unrecorded liability are paid by firm. Paid means cash goes out. Realization account debit to cash or bank account. Unrecorded liability paid off by the firm. Treatment of goodwill of dissolution. Treatment of goodwill is similar to that of other assets on dissolution. When goodwill appear in the balance sheet on the date of dissolution, it is transferred to debit side of dissolution account. Like any other assets, any amount realized on sale of goodwill should then be credited to realization account like any other assets. When goodwill appear in the books of the firm on the date of dissolution, it is transferred to the debit of realization account. If nothing is realized from goodwill, no entry is made in the realization account. And if goodwill does not appear in the books, the question of transferring to the debit side of realization account does not arise. When something needs realization of assets or realized on sale of unrecorded goodwill, it should be credited to realization account. This will increase the credit balance of realization account, which is ultimately transferred to the credit side of the partner's capital account. These partners get the benefit of goodwill. Specimen of journal entry A. If goodwill account appear in the balance sheet, first, transfer of goodwill to realization account. Goodwill transfer realization लावणार. Realization account debit to goodwill being goodwill transferred. If goodwill is realized on dissolution, cash comes in, cash or bank account debit to realization. Goodwill realized. And B, if goodwill account does not appear in the balance sheet, transfer of goodwill realized on dissolution, cash comes in, cash account debit to realization, goodwill realized. And same, partners purchase goodwill, partners capital current account means receiver account debit to realization account. Next, pro forma of realization account, debit side and credit side, to sundry assets account means all sundry assets transfer to debit side of realization account like as to sundry account. Next, all sundry liabilities transfer to credit side of realization account by sundry's liabilities account, book value. Next, provision on any liabilities, reserve for discount on creditors, to provision on any liabilities at book value, and by provision of any assets, book value means like as RDD. Next, to cash or bank account, sundry assets, sundry liability discharge, agreed value. Next, to cash or bank, unrecorded liabilities paid. To cash or bank, dissolution expenses, other dissolution payments paid. To partner's capital or current account, any liability taken over by partner. Other side, by cash or bank account, assets realized. Next, by cash or bank account, received amount from unrecorded assets. And by partner's capital or current account, if assets taken over by partner recorded or unrecorded. And both side, partner's capital or current account. Debit side, to partner's capital or current account, profit on realization transferred to partner's capital or current account in profit sharing ratio. And by partner's capital or current account, loss on realization transferred at profit sharing ratio.